Hey, what's up guys? My name is Matt and welcome back to Crypto Kings. And in today's video, we have a lot of awesome stuff to talk about, including the fact that Shiba Inu has been performing absolutely incredibly today. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more daily SHIB vids, and let's get right into it, folks. So, if you guys have not seen this absolute marvel here, Shiba Inu has managed to work its way all the way up to 62 on the day, which is just unbelievable. I remember hearing so many people talking about how this looked like we were entering a new bearish phase, yada yada, and there was some justifiable reason to believe that, but it looks as if SHIB has completely rejected it. Now, based on, of course, our market cap, we are up 22%, $34 billion, which is excellent. Volume is around the same, but of course, we have converted the type of volume to mostly buy volume, which is fantastic. Now, of course, even with the circulating supply issue, it doesn't seem to matter. When we check the graph here on the day, folks, there is a lot to unpack here. So, yesterday, in my video, I theorized that as we would head down here a little bit, we would have some kind of resurgence on the way up and then have a bullish kind of explosion. And this was kind of the idea here. And the reason why I had this idea was because yesterday it looked as if we were making a tiny bit, a little bit of a cup and handle kind of situation, which would be a cup, handle, and then way up. And that is exactly what it looks as if SHIB has did. Again, kind of, it's very small. It's a little bit more compressed than perhaps the usual, but, you know, cup, handle, and then explosion. Something along those lines. Now, the reason for that, the reason why that was in my mind, is because we had actually seen the inverse. So, again, we have the cup here. This is the inverted cup and handle. We have the inverse here, of course. Then we have the little bit of the handle here, and then the surge down. So, that is obviously extremely annoying because that was leading to what, in my opinion, would be kind of a bearish phase. So again, there is a lot of rounding here at the bottom. You know, again, we guys can see a little bit of a rounded bottom here, a little bit of a rounded bottom here, and that is typically a good thing because in any circumstance, having a rounded bottom typically means bullish, and then obviously having a rounded top typically means bearish. And you guys can see that for a while now, we've been having some rounded tops, and this is obviously not very good and does not mean that we will have a good future in front of us. So thankfully, we were able to sort of reject this and continue to work our way up. Now, when we check the moving average cross, which I always like to look at, you guys can see we have re-entered the red crossing the green, leading to a new bullish phase. Now, of course, when the green is on top of the red, that means bearish. So the red is very significantly above the green, which I think is awesome. Now, if we were to check the relative strength index, you guys can see, of course, that we are a little bit near the top, but that is understandable because let's take a look at what shape this is probably making, which of course, like I've been saying earlier, guys, we have a very long cup here. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a handle, a little bit of a slide down to like the high 50s and then more bullish momentum. That is the guess that I've been holding on to, and it looks as if we are getting ready to do that. So again, even if we are a little bit overextended here, that is fine because, again, it would be only natural for us to slip probably back into the high 50s before having a further breakout, possibly at some point challenging an all-time high. And that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Speaking of things that are fantastic, guys, make sure to check out my Twitter, guys, Matt Garbarino, guys. You can see it on screen. Would love to have you guys follow me over here. Would really appreciate it. I always do tweet updates and stuff about crypto, SHIB, stuff going on, you know, personally. I would love to have you guys over there. That would mean a lot. So definitely check it out, Matt Garbarino over on Twitter. But when it comes down to it, guys, I think so many people have been waiting for some kind of confirmation that, yes, you know, we're not headed all the way back down into another decimal place. You know, I think a lot of people were very worried about that, and it's nice to see some of those worries being absolved. Now, the main hero in this situation, at least for me, is this. This right here is the very bottom here, and it manages to hit it twice, and it bounces back. And that is just fantastic because the real line of support that we were hoping would, you know, kind of stick around was right around 43, and you guys can see this 43 line, of course, it stays, it works. You guys can see again here, these two candles as well, you know, stay a good deal above it. These two candles don't even come near it, and it manages to keep working itself up. So this is the real hero in this situation. When we check the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can actually see that being illustrated here. We have, of course, the very bottom, you know, at the very top here, right around 72, with the very bottom here right at 43, and in this instance, it manages to very nicely pull ahead of the 23.6% line. So again, it goes through it, fails, goes through it again, passes, it succeeds, and keeps working its way up. So now the question, of course, is will the 61.8% line be where we hang out somewhere here, maybe around 63, 64-ish, or will the 50% line be where we hang out? Will it be somewhere around here? So again, it's just hard to tell. It really depends on whether or not you could say that that this little run here was successful at, conquering all four of these different fib lines. It's very possible that we could head back to being a little bit above 50, which would be definitely fine. Again, we would have retained 50% of the losses from, this run down from 72 down to 43, but the other 50%, of course, would be recovered. And I think that all around is fantastic. I mean, I could see in the near future here, really, the market cap again creeping up on $40 billion. We're ranked number 10 now, so that does mean we should be ahead of USDC again, which is great because USDC does not have a social media presence, to say the least. It's nice to be ahead of a stablecoin in this sense, for sure. And Dogecoin, again, we're getting very, very close to overtaking Doge yen, to finally flipping it, although people have been saying that Doge does look to have had kind of a trading sideways kind of pattern, and this definitely does look bullish for Doge as well. Having bounced off the 25 resistance twice, definitely does look bullish for Doge, so maybe Doge to have a great run as well. Hard to tell, but I do love both Doge and SHIB, so I'm not particularly preferential to one or the other. In general, guys, this is a great sign. I know so many people have been waiting for this to happen, and when it comes down to it, this is really the opportunity to finally retest that all-time high at some point. It's a matter of whether or not this relative strength index wants to cooperate and wants to give us, essentially the ability to, fall down a little bit here to have kind of a natural pullback and bounce off one of these fib lines all the way up to the moon. And that is, again, very possible. We'd probably see, far extending, what the relative strength index considers normal in that circumstance. But, a natural bit of a slide here would, definitely fit this kind of pattern before being very, very bullish. When we check the MACD, you guys can see that right now. Of course, on the screen, it is going to give me an issue, so we will quickly refresh and check the MACD. You guys can see we are entering a very, very strong buy phase, which is fantastic. It is giving right now an overwhelming buy, at least to a degree. It was a little bit stronger a couple hours ago, but regardless, still a definite buy here on the MACD, which all around is pretty great. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments, folks, where do you guys see Shiba Inu hitting in around a week from now? I mean, I could really see it retesting an all-time high with the right amount of social media, sort of push here. Robinhood cracking, of course, also being pretty big, but definitely do let me know where you guys see SHIB in around a week from now. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, folks, for more daily Shiba Inu videos. I'm pumping them out every single day, and also having some live streams going on every single night around 11 p.m., around midnight-ish Eastern time. So would love to have you guys over there sometime. We talk about a bunch of different cryptos, including SHIB, of course, and I do think you guys really would enjoy stopping by. So with that being said, everybody, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.